Hello everyone, I'm Jordan,
And I'm Amy.
and we'll be walking you through some of the hottest
Tastiest.
and most disturbing challenges social media has to offer.
So, let's get into it.
Hi, my name is Gabby Skopek, and our group project is social media challenges. On the board, we have created a timeline of the social media challenges, starting with the Chubby Bunny Challenge, which actually predates social media, but was a precursor to the social media challenges. This challenge was popular in the early 2000s and consisted of people stuffing as many jumbo marshmallows as they could into their mouths. This caused uproar among adults due to the large choking risk.
One of the dumbest challenges that ever hit our generation was the condom snorting challenge. This challenge seems easy enough. It only required you to put a condom up your nose and sniff in while you pulled it out through your mouth. This challenge caused a lot of uproar between families and doctors. According to a blog from the ER Nurses Care, they said this challenge was so dangerous, and they actually presented a diagram explaining why this was so dangerous.
So who has heard of the Salt and Ice Challenge? And no, I'm not talking about making a margarita. The Salt and Ice Challenge became something that kids all over started doing. Nobody was really sure when it really sparked on the internet, but it had definitely gotten around. In this challenge, you take a handful of salt and you place it on a part of your skin, and then you put ice cubes on it, and it causes like a burning sensation. Some teenagers say that this was all like fun and games, but that was also the teenagers that were smart enough to take the ice off when it started to burn. But there was a few cases where some teenagers did get second and third degree burns from this challenge. Have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh my gosh, I'm on fire right now"? Well, now take that statement literally. The first video of the fire challenge was uploaded in 2012, and this video pretty much requires you to put a flammable substance on your body and then light it on fire. This can cause first and second degree burns, and some people that did this challenge described the pain as unbearable. One of my friends actually did this challenge in high school, and he was kind enough to send it to me. And after he sent it to me, I decided to interview him and ask him why he did it.
Do it.
So, why did you feel the need to do the fire challenge?
We were very bored, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We had a pool, we had axe, and we had flames, so put
Okay.
3 together, yeah.
Nice. Would you ever do it again? And
Yes,
why?
it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Got the momentum going.
Okay, good.
2013, planking becomes a new social media challenge. Consists of people just laying rigid on a flat surface, and it's pretty cool, as you can see.
Oh, for God's sake. Planking is a very stupid and dangerous trend. Basically, you lie like a plank in weird places. That's it. Sometimes you get run over. Welcome to the internet.
Smart, right?
Very smart.
This has got to stop.
I can get
The Cinnamon Challenge is a particularly dangerous challenge that spiked in popularity in 2013. It involved participants trying to ingest a tablespoon of cinnamon in less than 1 minute.
The Cinnamon Challenge involves ingesting a tablespoon of ground cinnamon without water within 60 seconds. It almost always involves violent coughing, choking, and sometimes vomiting. Cinnamon blocks saliva glands, making the mouth and throat extremely dry. After coughing, the powder may enter the airways and even the lungs, resulting in lung inflammation or even pneumonia. This is especially dangerous to those with asthma or other respiratory diseases. The American Association of Poison Control Centers said so far in 2012, 88% of their calls are related to the Cinnamon Challenge. 25% of these cases required
In
hospital.
the year 2013, a song released with the name of Harlem Shake Soon after, a social media challenge using the song and people dancing to the song came out. What made the Harlem Shake one of the most successful social media challenges was how easy it was to replicate, and many notable people did the challenge, as you can see.
Con los terroristas.
Harlem Shake.
The most refreshing ice bucket challenge. This is the safest and most effective challenge that hit 2014. The challenge required you just to get a bucket of water and ice, and you poured it on yourself, and you nominated more people to do it as well. The challenge was to promote and raise money for the research of ALS. The challenge actually accomplished everything it wanted to accomplish, and more people understood what ALS was, and they actually made about $115 million.
To you all who challenged me, I do not think it's presidential for me to be splashed with ice water, so I'm simply going to write you a check.
Ow! That check is for me. I don't want to ruin my hairstyle.
Now it's my privilege to challenge.
Don't Judge Me challenge. This challenge was supposed to promote positive self-image, but in all honesty, it kind of turned south. People end up taking the Don't Judge Me challenge a weird route by drawing things on their face and making themselves really bad looking, then cover the camera, undo the camera, and they look beautiful again. Didn't really do much for body shaming, but what can you do?
A better job.
So we all know the famous Kylie Jenner. I mean, she just had a kid and it was like all over the internet, if you saw that. And apparently some girls really want to look like her. Don't know why. The Kylie Jenner lip challenge had a huge spike in 2015, and we saw kids all the way from like middle schoolers to high schoolers doing this challenge. So in this challenge, it requires you to take a shot glass and put it on your lips and then try to suck all of the air out of it. But glass doesn't really expand. So in some cases, the glass would break, causing serious injuries. In this challenge, you also experience significant pain and swelling and sometimes even bruising, like around your lips. And since you did see a bunch of like young girls doing this, it kind of looked like we were promoting like body changing things that really
shouldn't. Videos of themselves sucking on a cup or shot glass until their lips are swollen. The goal is to look like this, but the reality ends up looking like this. There's purple and red bruising, popped blood vessels, and it looks like a lot of these kids can't shut their mouth. Some of the results last a long time, with one girl tweeting, "It's been 3 days and my lip still hasn't gone to normal."
The Running Man Challenge burst onto the scene in 2016. We could try to explain this to you, but instead we'll just show you.
Gentlemen.
Chief.
Carry on. I said no Running Man.
Yes, Chief.
I can't believe this Running Man stuff. Unreal. Running Man, I can't believe it.
In the year 2016, another ALS challenge approached. This one was called the ALS Hot Pepper Challenge. It involves celebrities and other people eating hot peppers for the same goal as the first ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
The Tide Pod Challenge is so dangerous because it can cause burning of your esophagus and intestines and cause gastrointestinal disease. In the first 3 weeks of 2018, there was 86 reported cases of people consuming these laundry detergent pods, as opposed to 53 within the entire year of 2017.
In this small science experiment, I put oil and water together in a jar. You can see that they don't mix, but when I add detergent, you'll see that the oil droplets become suspended inside water, forming something called an emulsion. This happens because each detergent molecule has a hydrophilic end. Hydro meaning water, and philic meaning affinity for. This means that end orients towards and interacts with water only. But the opposite end of the same molecule has a lipophilic end, one that orients towards and interacts with fat only. This is important to note because the mucosal surfaces like the mouth and the esophagus are wet and abundant with water, but they also have an epithelial lining of cells. Cells which have an outer membrane made of fat. Meaning, at a molecular level, the detergent has a hydrophilic moiety that latches onto water in the mucosum and a lipophilic end that latches on to the cell membrane. These attractive forces are strong enough for the detergent molecule to rip open the cell membrane, causing the cell to spill out its contents and die.
Now, as you guys have just seen, social media challenges can be beneficial or they can be negative. One of the beneficial ones was the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. It helped raise money and awareness for the ALS community.
One of the negative ones was the fire challenge. This was negative because it brought harm and its only main goal was social media attention.
We believe that social media challenges can be both fun and safe, and they can also have a great goal in mind.
Condom snorting challenge. This
condom is too big for me.
One of the dumbest challenges that ever hit the scene was the chubby bun. God damn it!
Nice.
Do you want yours?
Now the money was used for research. Never mind. We're just not gonna do that.
What? Jordan!
What was the long pause? You said one.
Because I missed the play button.
I was just like.
Hey, welcome back.
The challenge was to promote awareness for the. I know, but I actually thought I put the. I thought I put the actual thing in there. I know now.
Okay, this is still going. I didn't get a cue to stop.